is just... Whoa! Now you're... Sport, traction off. Oh my god, and that is what an AMG should sound like. Right, so take a left here. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to, of course, yet another episode of Essex. Now you're... Whoa, there's a lot of spin, Better put traction back on. Right, guys, welcome back to, of course, yet another episode of SAT TV. And as you guys know, I've always got something up my sleeve. So I have bought myself something very special. I have bought a CLS55 AMG. This is no ordinary car. This car in particular is a childhood car for me. This car in particular has a big place in my heart. So the RS6 C5 and the CLS55 AMG were two cars that have really been stuck with me since I was younger. These are cars that I grew up with, and there's a reason why I didn't buy the RS6 C5. And I'll be honest with you guys, the reason why I didn't buy an Audi was the fact that quality during its generation wasn't the best. And the biggest issue with these cars was gearbox. The biggest issue with the RS6 C5 was the gearbox, and I was not willing to take that risk. So I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to buy something that means an absolute world to me. So I decided to buy a CLS55 AMG, probably one of the most underrated and most dangerous cars ever developed by Mercedes. Personally, that's what I think. I've driven a lot of AMGs, I've driven a lot of cars, and there's nothing that's kind of hit me much compared to this. So this car out of factory comes out 470 brake horsepower, 700 newton meters of torque. The previous owner of this vehicle has looked after it. It's at a stage 1, which is tuned by Devil Developments. I'm not sure where they're based. All I know is they're not far. It comes out factory. I think it's 700 newton meters of torque. I will be getting that changed because because apparently on a stage 1 you can take these to 800 newton meters of torque. That's a lot of torque. That is a lot of torque. Right, so I will be real with you guys. This is a big car. This is a big car. It's no ordinary car. And I'm so happy actually I bought this car. It was a spontaneous purchase, which I'll be honest with you guys, wasn't really planning at all. Spontaneous, you know. And probably the best thing I've done so far. This car has an absolute character and a half. It's just so AMG like, you know. This is what AMG should be like. It should be tail happy. It should be making you shit your pants. This is what cars are about, you know. It should sound like the most vile demon coming from hell should be coming out your exhaust, and that's what it sounds like. I mean, it's just so aggressive in every aspect. Let's talk about the engine. So the CLS55 AMG, I forgot, it's an M113 engine, I'm not sure, it's W219 engine or whatever. So it's W219. Obviously Mercedes people, obviously, you know, correct me please in the comment section, as I'm still learning on this car. Probably one of the most famous engines also, the 55 AMG. So it's 5.4 litre V8 supercharged. Absolute tank. When I mean the quality of these cars is just unbelievable. These are finding a CLS55 in good condition with no rust is very rare, and I was very lucky actually to find this. No doubtingly will I say the fact that this car is for sure gonna be a future classic. It has to be. In my eyes, I think so the E55 AMG and the CLS55 AMG, I am convinced that it will be a future classic for sure. Okay, the fact that it's an absolute animal on the road, this is probably one of the most bipolar cars I've ever driven. So if you put it into comfort, so it's now in comfort, you put your foot down a little bit, it's just that nice humming sound, and that's what you want. the S3, no. The S3, no. Humming did not exist with the S3. The S3 screamed all day long and made sure it would scare the whole world. This thing is one of the most calmest AMGs I've sat in so far. Okay, the mods he's done is he's deleted the secondary decat and the resonator, but still, driving normal in comfort, it is one of the most luxurious and most comfiest experience of driving an AMG I've ever had in my entire life. And I've got a long way ahead, hopefully. And I kind of, you know what, I've fallen in love with this car already. There's something about this car which I connect to really, really well. And the fact that it can be so bipolar in terms of it's so comfortable, but as soon as you put your foot down, it's like a whole different generation. And sitting in it, example, is so comfortable. It's what a CLS should be doing. It's none of this rubbish of technology all over the place and all that crap, you know. That should not be happening. And I could no doubtly say that this is probably one of the best cars I'm going to own, I think personally. In terms of quality wise, noise wise, in terms talking about noise actually, and that stupid squeaky noise of the rear disc, I've literally ordered the rear disc. It's going to get done really, really soon, so I won't be driving it as much. But no doubtingly, probably one of the best V8 engines and noises in history. You cannot beat a V8 AMG. It's just not going to happen. I think the generation of noise and power and the brake horsepower war started back when the E55 came out. So I've done my research on these cars. The E55 AMG is just the noise on this. So the E55 AMG is what started the whole war of, you know, brake horsepower, noise, and I'm this and I'm that, and I make sure I'm the fastest in the area and all that good stuff. But this car can also have a classy trait to it, which I can't see anything, which I absolutely love. But also, when you put your foot down, it's just a whole different it's just a whole different level. And I am so happy, and I'm so glad at the fact that I have bought something so bipolar, something with so much energy, something with so much class, but yet there is a big fat demon on steroids that's literally just sitting in the back, and he's like, you know what, let's go. That person was not impressed in any way at all. But all I'm going to say, guys, I am so happy with this purchase. Next week I'm going to be uploading a full in-depth review of this car, kind of like the features of it, specs of it. I will say this CLS is proper specced up, you know. It's really specced up. It's got heated seats and all that stuff. Heated seats and air conditioning was a big thing back in its generation. So having something like this at such a good spec is, all I will say is that it was way ahead of its time during its generation, where it's got navigation, it's got, you can put a CD in there, watch a movie, all that good stuff. It's even got a phone in here. It's got all that great stuff. But I will be honest, it's not something I'm going to be using. For example, the navigation system, completely outdated. It's taken me in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Don't think I'll ever be going there, but you know, it's way out of its date. There are a couple of things that I do want to do with this car, make sure obviously everything's right, everything's working. That's what it's all about. You can't be running a car, especially a big fat V8, and not look after it. So I will be doing its regular services and all that good stuff, or change. And you know, the one thing I will say is, which I'm not a fan of this car, is the fact that the air suspension. So the air suspension on the CLS55 AMGs are extremely common to go, and a CLS55 AMG on air suspension is a big fat worry. And I say that is because they go very quickly, and they charge the same amount as buying coils or standard springs for these, like a proper ones, not cheapy ones or user one, like proper ones, which is what I'll be doing. And I think for me, investing money into this car is probably most likely going to be the best decision I've made so far. And I think I am going to finish off with something a little bit different. I'm going to finish off with, of course, I haven't done a 0 to 60 in this, and I will be doing a 0 to 60 in the upcoming videos. I don't know when I'll be doing it, but I'll definitely be doing it. But I am going to finish off with a nice little traction off, put it in sport, and let's kind of see what it's like with traction off, because during its generation, traction was 100% off. It wasn't 30% on, or it was 100% off. And that's exactly what I'm going to experience now. So I drove down here earlier on, and I can still see my road marks that I left. But all I'm going to say is we're going to finish off with traction off, sport. There you go. Right, so if I die, you know. At least I die and star, right? So, traction off, long stretch of road, let's go. So, no squeaky noise. A lot of spin, a lot of spin. Whoa! Definitely certified AMG for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. As you guys know, we have literally reached over 1,200 subscribers, which I'm quite happy about. This video was definitely worth the wait, for sure. And I'm so looking forward to doing more stuff with this car. I will be honest with you guys, I did try to film earlier on, so if you guys do see like the sunlight reflecting off the lens, I'm so sorry, I do apologize. It's so annoying. It is so annoying when I'm trying to get some good footage and the sun just isn't working in my favor. And here's me thinking that, you know, filming in the sun will be a good idea, but the lens just isn't going to work with me. But I hope you guys, of course, staying safe. Make sure to smash the subscribe button. I'm so looking forward to what we've got planned.